And you'll see some of the trees that we cut with it, that kind of thing. This actually has a bunch of wire that's wrapped around the outside of it. Ironically enough, that spool doesn't get hot. I thought it would, but it doesn't for some reason. The way that the electricity runs through it, it only starts at the tip of it. So, but you can totally unwrap that and make this as long as you want to, as long as wire that you have. Yeah, tighten that.
Is the spool like a bobbin, like a metal sewing bobbin?
Do what? I'm sorry.
Is the spool like a metal sewing bobbin?
No, it's just a
No, we should
washer.
wrap around the.
It's just a
bolt.
washer. It's just wrapped in a bolt.
Like I said, this is the cheap way of doing it. I'm sure that there's other bows out there that are for real, but this kind of breaks those things down. So you can make that as long as you want to. You just have to know that the regulator needs to know how wide this is. The shorter the distance in between your points, obviously, the smaller, the less electricity you need. You're going to need more for the longer. So while we run that bow, we usually run 32s where we run the bow at. This would probably get started at 40. So you just need more electricity to get through there. The foam is a lot thicker, so we're going to go a lot deeper. With that, let's start here. Go right across here. Notice it's a perfectly straight line. You can tell by looking. There's another one, and then there's another one. So these are castle walls. These are going to be a lot bigger. Now, they don't all have to be perfectly even bricks, like so. Remember that some of them are going to be, they're going to come out right here, and this one's going to come out right here. This one's going to be longer, and that sort of thing. It can be a little bit haphazard. Does that make sense? As
They're
well,
more like shaped stones than they are actual produced bricks.
Right, exactly. So some of these, even though you may be wanting to cover your seams here, you may not have to do that. You can come out with this random one here and kill this line right here. I don't want to do that. And then I want to come out here with this long one and this large one here and kind of make it kind of, you see what I'm doing here? Where it's kind of haphazard and strange and kill that line and weird here and sure, yeah, love it. So, with the big brush, or you can start with your smaller brushes, exact same principle, just going a whole lot deeper. I usually start by pulling to get a groove going.
Woohoo! Snowing.
Notice how deep I went.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm still not even halfway done with it. So that's why I have the larger 3-inch pieces for that.
Still kind of down to the bristles?
You what?
Still kind of down to the bristles?
I'm still straight down the bristles right now, just right now. And I cut into that one a little bit. The smaller ones are a little bit harder to do. They'll take a little more. There's your typical brick work, if you will. Also, you want to be sure, and this is going to be kind of weird, to make sure you're going the same depth here as you are here, or else you're going to have a lip there. And that's what your small brushes are for, to get down inside and to do a little bit of that detail work. It may not really matter, but it drives me nuts. So, yeah.
I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Don't burn your knuckles on the foam. That sounds funny, but every time you do that, you're scraping your knuckle against it, and it will burn your knuckle.
Really?
Friction. Yeah. A little bit of friction. Gentle breeze. So you want to blow it in your partner. See? Y'all seen that GIF of mentally doing this? But if I go low here, I want to make sure I'm high here. So that way it shows more. All of a sudden you have 3 inches almost of height difference there. So I'm going low here. I'm also going high here, and high here. I'm going to go low here, so I know that I'm going high here. Does that make sense? So everywhere you're going low, you're going high somewhere else. So I know to carve that down because that's going to be low. I know to carve this down because that's going to be high here. So you take your fun. Now there's few different sizes. Some of them have been broken off. You see that there's only 3. Some of them have the 4 full. It depends on what you want to use it for. So make sure that those are turned to the right way where they are.
Which one, the deeper one or the shallow?
Do what?
The deeper one or the shallow one?
I would go deeper just because I want to move more, is all. You can actually round over your edges just by scraping out that one section right there. And then it moves a lot of foam really quick. So going down here, just by hogging it out right here. And I can actually go almost the same depth as my grout. But if I do that, if I do that, I want to make sure and come back with this to go just a hair deeper to still show that grout line. So just make sure that it's still a little bit deep. So if I'm high, if I'm high here, I'll round that over just a little bit. Then I want to make sure I'm going to go low here because I'm high here, which means I'm going to go low here, which means I'm high here. Does that make sense? Yeah. This is very open to interpretation as well. Serendipitous, if you will. It is what it is.
It's almost like highlighting and shadowing. Wherever you highlight.
On a 3D realm, absolutely. So I'm a little high here. To show the weathering of the Riddick and to show the transition from there to there.
I've been doing this wrong so many years.
Definitely there.
Looks so much better too.
So you see how the bricks are moving?
Wow,
Yeah,
that
so.
looks phenomenal.
Thank you. I'm just gonna round out these areas a little bit. Notice how I've started to really lose this grout line right here.
I'll
So
just
I'm gonna
I'm gonna make it tonight, maybe.
make sure that I still see that brick line.
Because I can't repeat what he's doing.
I figured you
Not
covered it anyway,
correctly.
right? And then on some of them, like I don't know what to do with this portion right here. I'm just gonna rub it like that. See what happens. Right? That's what the shapes we were getting whenever we had the kids do it. It was all like just lines across. It's like, what is this? This is not good at all. So we're gonna come in and shape just a little bit, just enough. Smooth it. And then continue on. So it has a little bit of to it. Yeah. Makes sense?
Yes.
All right.
That is wonderful.
Can't we do it? It's not like a regular brick where it's here.
Right. I was just showing that you don't have to do all of the horizontal lines. That I could.
Okay.
Tough to do, so I'll do it on this side.
Just take all that down. Yeah. All right. This is our before. We're working on, right? And that's what it's supposed to look like, right there. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to look like. So we're getting there. So there's our final product. Just look at the floor. It snowed. Oh my God. It's crazy. There's a wow. Woo, sweet smell of burning styrofoam. Yes, I do. Look at our beautiful rocks. Wow. This is so cool. And next, big block.
If you want to make a giant rock, that's cool. You can be a hard edge rock with a lot of flat spaces, real edgy. Something like this, you might want to make like a log or something for some of the flat pieces, whatever you want to do, a microwave, I don't know. Make something that speaks to you. I would recommend something that has a little bit of nature to it, like a tree or a mushroom or something that you can actually play with the mistakes of it. If you want to make a mushroom, that's totally fine, especially the tall one, the big, the fuchsias are great for mushroom heads. If you want to partner with somebody that has a mushroom stalk, you can make the stalk out of the bottom and have it wide out and come up a little bit and have the top on there. It's kind of make a little fun. You can make any shape. You can cut this thing down and make 2 or 3 shapes. This shape is for you to explore. So y'all talk about what you want to do, figure out a plan, and then we're going to do the foam carving section after that. Some more things I'll probably list. Yeah, any of the big chunks that you know, like I definitely want to make this a log. I want to cut these out instead of using my energy to round them off. This is only one cut, you're going to share it a little bit. So come up here and make the cuts that you know that you're going to try to shape it out. Use your partner. And then you're just going to cut off this edge. Notice I'm rocking it back and forth. Yeah. Once you start on it, it's going to get cold in the middle. It's cold, so it's harder to push. It'll still push. So if I rock it back and forth, it cuts real fast. So, yeah. So,
That is cool. Okay.
Ready?
More bulk, less sculpt.
First tick.
Oh, that's interesting.
Okay, I'll get my off. Second tick.
I am super impressed, guys. That's,
Teamwork.
You know, like carved like diamonds.
Like a broadsword?
what, yeah, they're making a mushroom top?
Or maybe a giant bell.
Oh, wow.
Oh, this is fun. Alright, ready? Careful, don't start the down too soon, let it catch up, because I usually bend the wires. So. Say let it catch up, it's got a bend.
Now the butte. That is so cool. These stumps. Okay.
You ready?
More bulk, less sculpt.
First tick.
Oh, that's interesting.
Okay, I'll get one on. Second tick.
I am super impressed, guys. That's,
Teamwork.
You know, like carved like diamonds.
Like a broadsword?
what, yeah, they're making a mushroom top?
Or maybe a giant bell.
No, it's